Hi, my name is Sona. Today I'll explore how contemporary pedagogies support children multiliteracy learning and development. My presentation draws on two peer-reviewed articles, Ansi Lin's Literacy and Technology in the Early Years of Education 2013 and Kervin's Powerful and Playful Literacy Learning with the Digital Technology 2016. I will identify key findings from each, connect them with the theory, and show how technology can be used meaningfully to enrich early years literacy practices. In the 21st century, literacy is no longer just about reading and writing. Children make more meaning through various modes, like through the images, sounds, movements, gestures, and digital text. The New London Group calls it multiliteracies. 1. Vygotsky reminds us that literacy develops through social interaction and scaffolding. Both Amsey and Kervin highlight that technology can be bridged between children's home and school literacies, giving them a wider range of communication. Amsey 2013 presents several important points about technology and literacy in early years. First, she argues that technology should be understood as a conductor for communication, rather using it simply as a tool. In this view, technology doesn't stand alone, but helps to plan the ways children interact, share, and construct meaning. Second, she emphasizes the Camber's condition of learning. Immersion, demonstration, responsibility, approximation, use, and response remain just as relevant in digital environment. This means that children should be immersed in meaningful digital experience, observe demonstration of use, take responsibility for experimenting, and receive responsive feedback from us educators. Third, Anselin highlights that literacy is always a social practice. Children's home use of texting, photography, or video are valuable multimodal literacy that should be recognized in school context. Finally, she draws attention to issues of equity and access. Not all communities have the same resource, so educators must adapt technology used to fit the local context, while also supporting children's critical literacy to engage ethically in the digital content. Now, talking about the second article, Kervin 2016 identifies 5 important findings about relationship between technology and literacy in early years. First, she highlights the digital play with the tablets can be a powerful space for literacy learning when it encourages children creativity, imagination, meaning making instead of focusing on drills or repetition. Digital play should allow children to explore ideas and construct narratives in multimodal ways. Second, Kervin stresses that adult co-participation is crucial. When educators or parents join in children's digital play, they can scaffold experience by asking questions, extending conversations, and guiding reflection. This kind of mediation strengthens her language development and supports high-order thinking. Third, she provides concrete examples of everyday apps that can be used effectively for literacy learning, such as iMovie, YouTube, Minecraft, Puppet Pills. These apps enable children to combine images, voice, movement into rich multimodal text. Fourth, Kervin shows that digital play often extends into the real-world activity. For instance, a child interaction with the Pocket Pond app led to new exploration of water and nature outside of the digital environment. Finally, she cautions that not all apps are equally beneficial. We need to note that not all apps are equally beneficial. Many applications are dominated by drill and practice approaches, so educators must carefully select resources that prioritize creativity, collaboration, and narrative construction. These findings align with major theories. Canber's condition reminds us to value process, not just the product. Vygotsky's Journal of Proximal Development highlights the importance of scaffolding and co-participation. The New London Group emphasizes multimodal design of meaning, while Luke and Peabody's four resources model helps us teach children to not only be code breakers but also meaning makers, text users, and critical analysts in digital space. So, how can we put this into our practice? Strategy 1 could be co-view and co-play. Educators sit with children during digital activities, asking open-ended questions and modeling language. Strategy 2 could be use of digital production. Children can make their own photos, stories, or iMovie clips supporting sequencing and narrative. Strategy 3 could be design authentic tasks. For example, we can use an app to document the growth of a class garden. Strategies 4 could be apply Camber's condition, create immersive digital environments and allow children to approximate as they learn. Strategies 5 could be explicitly teach critical literacy by helping children question and reflect on digital media and advertisements. Technology selection is equally important. Effective apps encourage open-ended play, collaboration, and multimodal expression. They need to enable learning to be connected across digital and physical contexts, remain free of advertisement, and be designed for different communities. This checklist has been drawn from MC Lynn's 2013 and Kervin 2016, can be seen as a way of helping teachers to act as gatekeepers who make sure that technology is used purposefully rather than passively. When choosing technology, we need a careful checklist. We should be asking ourselves, does this app enable open-ended play? Does it support collaboration and co-participation? Does it allow multimodal expression? Can children transfer learning off screen into real world? Does it avoid excessive advertisement? And is it accessible and equitable to our community? Kevin wants that many apps are drill focused. So select the tools that foster creativity and exploration. Equity is another crucial theme. Children's access to technology in home may differ greatly from the school. According to MC Lynn 2013, educators should recognize and take advantage of the fact that children bring existing digital practice into the classroom, sometimes called forms of learning, from Phoenix 2025. Strategies could involve inviting families to contribute digital stories or developing classroom projects that could make the use of shared technology. These are also consistent with EVALA focus on respect for diversity and relationship between children, educators, and families. One of the examples how we can include technology in the classroom is digital storytelling. The digital storytelling lesson integrates pedagogy, technology, and multimodal literacy in a structured way. It starts with a brief whole class introduction in which the teacher uses an app like Puppet Pulse to model telling a story by incorporating images, record their voice, and then add text to make meaning. Children then create their own short digital story in a small group using photos, drawings, and video voice recording. During this phase, teachers scaffold children's selection of narrative structure, sequencing, and multimodal design to reproduce learning. The session ends with sharing reflection, where children showcase their digital stories to their peers while discussing sequence, meaning making, and creativity. Assessment is conducted through e-portfolios, observational notes, and reflective conversation with the children. This approach demonstrates the way in which strategic plan can leverage digital resources to foster early childhood collaborative process-based and multimodal literacy, according to Lee 2020-24. To conclude, technology may contribute to multiliteracy learning of children by adding dimensions of their language and connecting home and school literacies. As Anselin 2013 and Kervin 2016 demonstrates, its utility is based on pedagogy rather than the tool. Teachers should pay special attention to adult mediation, critical literacy, and equity, as well as careful resource selection. They may make it possible for children to validate and critique their engagements with digital literacies in thoughtful, playful ways as they ready themselves for communication in a diverse world. In reflecting on this research, I recognize that technology doesn't guarantee learning outcomes. What matters is how educators design experiences that are meaningful, social, and connected to children's life. Thank you for listening.